07 and 08, following testing, PSF concludes, with concurrence of the advisory team, that the overcell technology of what I would call a mini biofilter version doesn't really work very well. It's not technically feasible as barn odor control. 08, PSF continues testing and evaluation of modifications to Locust Ridge open bed biofilters in response to stormwater pollution problems and numerous operation and maintenance problems. We've got 16 open bed biofilters on tunnel ventilated barn at Locust Ridge Site 3. We've got another 2 over in Whitetail, and now we've got another vertical biofilter at site at Locust Ridge 2, Barn 4. In 08, PSF works with Dr. Nicolai. Dr. Dick Nicolai is regarded as the grandfather of biofilters in the United States for the agricultural industry. Does a tremendous job, and we work with him continually and continue to work with him to this day. He'll be in on March 25th for us to break down the new biofilter because of its ineffectiveness in allowing air to pass through. In 2008, October, PSF proposes to install and test alternative barn odor control technologies, including a new vertical biofilter design, vegetative environmental buffers, which are used in the poultry industry and receive EQIP funding from the USDA, NRCS, and the Delmarva Peninsula, barn scraper systems, and bioremediation system as demonstration projects. November of 08, advisory team approves alternative barn odor control demonstration projects. March of 09 to September of 09, PSF installs and tests vegetative environmental demonstration project at the Hedgewood Farm. 1,400 trees planted in 3 weeks to determine the effectiveness of a full-grown living vegetative environmental buffer. March 2009 to December, PSF installs and tests barn scraper systems demonstration project at Valley View Farm. This barn scraper system was something that we looked at and heard about. It's used extensively in the dairy industry. It's pretty unique technology because we have a slope floor in our barns, and traditionally they operate in what I would call a submerged environment. May of 09 through June of 09, PSF revises applications for Somerset and Hedgewood Farm to substitute sustainable technology system for the scraper and the scraper digester system. We submitted applications to the Missouri Department of Natural Resources to construct these systems. At that time, August of 09, Dr. Nicolai and PSF installed a roof over one biofilter at Locust Ridge to dry out the system because of its continual stormwater pollution problems. August of 09, PSF tables further consideration of bioremediation system following unsuccessful lab testing. August of 09 to November of 09, PSF constructs a vertical biofilter incorporating Dr. Nicolai's new design at Locust Ridge Farms, hoping for a system that could work and be something that would be feasible. Remember the consent decree? Feasible for a tunnel ventilated system. November of 09, PSF reports to the advisory team on results of VEBs, vegetative environmental buffers, barn scraper and bioremediation projects, as well as design of sustainable technology system, which is the STS. It's a digester-based system. Team rejects VEBs but responds favorably to the STS and barn scraper system and encourages PSF to complete testing and submit the final report on these technologies for consideration by the team. Odor control technologies installed. Sums all this up. Could probably put it up here, but it doesn't have the same impact because you don't see the timeline of everything that we've done at a tune of $40 million. Lagoon covers, advanced land application techniques, low pressure, low drop techniques, center pivots, toolbars, crystal peak forms process, and advanced nitrification denitrification. Submitted for the expert panel's review as of Friday, March 12th, is the barn scraper system. Sustainable technology system includes a barn scraper, underground manure storage tanks, receiving station and anaerobic digester, dewatering facilities with solid fertilizer storage, covered liquid nutrient storage basins, and nutrient pumping facilities. This is what we submitted and are proposing for the Somerset and Hedgewood farms. The sustainable technology system, the benefits, it achieves a 78% barn odor reduction compared to a flush system, eliminates the primary lagoons as a treatment system, eliminates the potential for spills associated with the flushing system, energy efficient and capable of producing renewable energy, captures and destroys greenhouse gases, easier to operate and maintain than the flushing system, and improves air quality in the barn. However, we have a lot of A&D systems out there, 7 of them. As Dr. Williams said, we have to put a control technology on the barns there. So we're proposing to use the scraper system within that, within the barns to augment the A&D system, so we remove it from its conditional status to unconditional. So, what's different? Instead of a receiving pit behind each barn, which is essentially a large septic tank, we would then flow manure flows to the existing lagoons, which have a permeable cover on top of them that reduce the odors by 50% or greater. The benefits, again, achieve 78% barn odor reduction compared to a flush system, eliminates the potential for spills associated with the flushing system, improves air quality in the barn, easier to operate and maintain the flush system. DNR permits. You saw earlier, all permit applications were filed originally in October of 2008. We changed them. We asked for a modification. We modified 2 of the 3 permits that were submitted, one for Locust Ridge, one for a Hedgewood farm, and one for the large finisher called Somerset. On January 29th, 2010, we received construction permit authorization to begin construction, and we have a new operating permit for the Hedgewood farm. Locust Ridge farm, A&D system draft operating permit came out today. And also today we had the Somerset STS draft operating permit came out today. I thank you for this opportunity to present to you.